Britain's Derek Warwick finished second in the Belgian Grand Prix this afternoon. The race was won by the Italian Michele Alboreto. Warwick is now second in the World Championship with 3 rounds completed. Alboreto produced a near faultless performance leading from start to finish. It was his 3rd Grand Prix victory, but his first for Ferrari. Warwick in a Renault finished 42 seconds later. He has yet to win a Grand Prix, but is a strong contender for this year's World Championship. Finally, a rather special cricket match in Somerset this afternoon. The batting wasn't quite up to county standard, but the loyalty of the players was unquestionable. Family honour was at stake.
It could have been a scene repeated on 100 village cricket greens throughout the country, but there was something different about the Hewish-Champflower match. Every fielder facing the batsman had been chosen not only for his cricketing skill, but for his name, Maltravers. For this team has 9 brothers and 2 nephews from the same family. And if you think it could be confusing to the scorer, there's no problem there. She, inevitably, is also a Maltravers. But that family favouritism doesn't worry the opposition. Every one of them also belongs to a single family, the Buckinghams. 7 brothers, dad, 2 nephews, and a cousin. The match had been born out of a pub bet. Now it's hoped the match could become an annual event.
The Buckingham family keep the trophy at least until next year. They won by 18 runs. And I'm running off now. That's all from me. Good night.
And now, before the weather, with news of tomorrow's Panorama, here's Fred Emery.
With the coal strike in its 8th week, the battle lines are drawn for a fight to the finish. Coal Board and government are going all out to urge the men to break the strike. The miners' union leaders are passionately trying to get everyone out.
I call on behalf of the National Union on every single working miner to stop work and join it.
In the striking areas, the fight is hardening, not just for jobs and pits, but for a whole way of life.
We're not just fighting for ourselves, for the miner and his job. We're fighting for the miner, we're fighting for his neighbour, we're fighting for the communities, we're fighting for youth, we're fighting for services, and we're fighting for the aged.
While staying above the fight, Mrs. Thatcher has made her plans and knows it's a battle the government can't afford to lose. The country's power supplies have been readied to last out a long struggle. In the Panorama studio, Arthur Scargill and the Coal Board's chief negotiator. That's the Coal War. Panorama tomorrow night at 8:10.
Good evening. Well, there are signs now that this high is on the way out as the area of low pressure just to the west of us edges a bit closer. There's also low pressure to the south, so we'll have to watch that one as well. In fact, this afternoon's satellite picture got a pretty good view of the sunshine still left over most of Britain today. 1 or 2 wisps of cloud showing up towards the southwest, but this band of cloud just west of Ireland will edge slowly towards us. Although over much of Europe it was quite sunny as well, you'll see there's cloud there too, especially as one goes further south across France, the Mediterranean coast there, a lot of cloud and rain extending right the way from Italy across to Spain and Portugal. But for tonight it's clear weather for most parts of the country, a dry night, a bit breezy, but I think just the chance of a touch of ground frost in some sheltered eastern parts of England. And for tomorrow that same breeze is certainly going to make it feel a cool day. Temperatures near the east coast, no higher than 10 degrees centigrade or so, that's 50 Fahrenheit. Still a lot of sunny weather, the best of the sunshine probably in western areas, but later on in the day, I think in the southwest especially, you'll find that band of cloud getting just a little bit closer and you'll probably lose the sunshine there. Quite a strong wind as well picking up in western areas later on. Well, that's all from me. A very good evening to you.
Now on BBC1, the highly successful comedy film starring Anne Bancroft as the worldly wise Mrs. Robinson and Dustin Hoffman as The Graduate.